do you want some quick messages from your spirit guides, angels, any messages, pick me ups, or anything that you might need at the moment? So, here are five short readings for you. And if you want, you can definitely pick more than one, or maybe watch all of these if you feel drawn to. And these are just going to be some encouraging messages that you need at the moment. So, feel free to pick any of these five piles, and all the timestamps are in the description below. And I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile number one. If you chose this white stone, then this is going to be your quick reading about any messages and guidance from source, from spirit, from your angels, anyone that you connect with. So, for you, we have these two cards, and if you want, you can even pause for a moment, take a screenshot if you want to read the card, read the affirmation. But well, one thing that I'm definitely seeing for you, pile number one, is you might be at a point right now where you have too many ideas, too many passions, and you want to direct them in a certain direction. You want to work on them. You have these passions in mind that you really want to work on and bring this sense of emotional fulfillment for yourself. But right now, it's seeming like things aren't moving as fast, or maybe you have too many ideas, too many plans, and you're not able to decide on which path to go forward. And maybe on some level, you're also feeling a bit disconnected with spirit, with angels, and you're just wanting to connect with them. And here, Archangel Jophiel is coming as a reminder to let, first of all, to let their presence known to you. And Archangel Jophiel, first of all, this angel, this archangel has this golden aura, this golden ray surrounding them, and that really connects with the imagery that we have on the Seven of Cups here. This bright golden light is what I'm seeing for you, is what your angels and spirit guides want to remind you of, the moment that you are surrounded by this golden ray of protection, of wisdom, of guidance. And Archangel Jophiel also helps us tap in to the wisdom from the source. So, what I was saying here, if there's any point that you feel that you're not able to decide which path to go forward on, or what maybe which path to follow, which direction to take, so just remember that your higher self, your soul, knows the best answer forward, and we have this deep knowledge within us, this deep connection that we have to the source. So all you need to do is to tap into this energy of yours. And maybe if you meditate already, if that's a practice that you follow, or even if you don't, it might help that at least for a while, at least for a week or so, when you meditate, just imagine yourself being surrounded by this bright golden aura, and ask for the presence of Archangel Jophiel. Ask for this archangel to bless you. And one more thing is that Archangel Jophiel helps us to learn and absorb information. So, for some of you, pile number one, if you've just started a new form of education, you're learning something, whether it's a course, a new program that you're doing, or any learning phase that you're in. So Archangel Jophiel really helps us and gives us a lot of assistance when it comes to education or learning of any sort. So make sure that you're also tapping into this wisdom, to this archangel, to help you with your path forward. And for you, the affirmation pile number one is, I connect with my inner wisdom. So make sure to say this out loud to yourself. And if you want, you can also affirm this by typing in the comments below. So just type in, I connect with my inner wisdom, and just say that to yourself, repeat that. And that's what the angels are here to remind you today. And again, remember, if you feel drawn to any other piles in this reading, feel free to check them all out. Check any messages that might be here for you. And I also post a lot of pick a card readings on my channel. So if you want, you can also check them out. They would be linked to this video. And I'll see you in the next reading, pile number one. Hello, pile number two. If you chose this red stone, then this is going to be your reading. Today, we're just looking at some quick guidance and messages from your spirit guides and angels. So, pile number two, we have these two beautiful cards for you, Joy and Eight of Wands. And if you want, you can maybe pause, take a screenshot if you want to. Maybe you can later read the affirmation if you want. And for you, pile number two, I'm seeing so much joy, so much. I really see this, your all your manifestations, everything that you've been trying to manifest for so long. Things are really picking up pace now. And if things have been a bit stagnant for a while, or they haven't been moving in the right direction at the right speed that you want to, so right now your spirit guides, angel, and the source is here to remind you that things are going to turn in the exact direction that you want to. This beautiful Eight of Wands card, it reminds us that once you just align your focus, once you know where your destination is, where you're headed, and once that focus is decided and you take decisive action, things are all going to fall into place. So angels really want to remind you at this moment that all your efforts are going to pay, all the results that you're looking for, the manifestations that you've been working on for so long, they're finally going to happen soon. So just hold on for a bit longer. And this wonderful joy card is one of the most beautiful messages, because sometimes in our journey of spiritual growth, advancement, or even our manifestations, we just forget this element of joy. Sometimes we get way too serious with our goals, we get way too serious with our own lives, and we forget to take a moment to just pause and enjoy the moment. So this joy card here, it gives you a connection to the divine. And you'll often find that when you're very stressed out, when things aren't really working, when your thoughts are very clouded, that's when it becomes the most difficult to find this connection with angels, spirit guides, or the universe, or whatever it might be that you believe in. And when you are in a phase of joy, when you are truly enjoying the life's blessings, that's when you feel this connection the strongest. That's when you feel this presence the strongest. So, how can you create these moments of joy for you? And angels are also guiding you to cultivate this quality of joy, even in situations that might seem difficult on the surface. And this joy card here is also coming as a reminder for you to it says that become aware of the wonder of creation and joy will ignite your life. So maybe if there's a problem that you're facing, or some challenges, some blockages, or whatever it might be, whatever this question that you're asking about, if for a moment you can just pause and see that from a point of wonder, that instead of this being a huge problem that's blocking your life, step into this problem, this situation, with a sense of wonder, with a sense of curiosity, and thinking of what could these possible ways be in which you could solve this existing situation, this, and find your own answers. And the affirmation here that you can follow, you can maybe even type this in the comments below to affirm this for yourself. It says, I find joy in everything. And this message is really going to help you in your journey forward. So make sure to repeat this to yourself, find this element of joy in whatever you might be doing, and make sure that you are aligning all your efforts in the right direction. And while you're making all these efforts, be sure to connect to this element of joy in your life. And again, remember, if you feel drawn to any of these other piles, you can go to the timestamps below and watch all these other messages too. And I'll see you in my next reading. I post a lot of pick a card readings on my channel, so feel free to check that out, and like this video and subscribe to my channel if you resonated with these messages. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this orange stone, then this is going to be your reading. Today, we're looking at some quick messages, guidance from angels, from spirit guides, and anything that you might need at the moment. So, pile number 3, you can take a moment, pause the video, take a screenshot if you want to. We have these beautiful cards, flexibility and the Nine of Pentacles. So the flexibility card, it tells me that, so the first line itself in this card is that life is full of changes and surprises. So what I'm seeing here is that maybe on some level your life hasn't progressed in the way that you had imagined, or things have turned out in a different direction. Maybe you were planning for something, but the turn that life has taken, it has taken a very unexpected turn. There are surprises that you're faced with, and now you're confused whether this even is the right path for you. So angels, spirit guides, they are coming to remind you that whenever your life is directed into another direction, you automatically find yourself on a path that you hadn't even earlier imagined for yourself. So that happens because the universe is slightly giving you these nudges, and in their own way, the universe, spirit, angels, and even your higher self. They are quietly, silently pushing you in the right direction that you're meant to go in. And have faith that whatever this change of direction might be, this Nine of Pentacles is coming as a reminder that that path is something that the universe is planning out for you, mapping out for you, and it is going to be something that brings in a lot of abundance for you. So, if you've been in this period of doubt and you're not able to understand why these changes are happening, whether they even would be good for you, whether that's a new opportunity that has come your way that's different from what you were expecting, or maybe a sudden new connection has developed, you've met someone new, or you've landed in a new situation and you don't know where exactly to go. And even though we want to go with the flow, sometimes it becomes difficult to do so. So here angels and spirit guides are coming to remind you that it's okay to have a bit of faith, to sometimes also go with the flow. And here the card also says that your guidance is to move with the current, for it is resisting the flow which creates problems. So sometimes when we enter this period of flow, when the universe is guiding in a certain direction, then sometimes it's best to follow that path instead of trying to resist it. And it also says to ask your angels to help you open your mind and heart to new ideas. So maybe, right now there is this bit of rigidity that's coming through, or not just that, but some amount of fear before stepping into an unknown path. So the angels are just asking you to have an open mind, have an open heart, and be open to these changes that might come in. And this card also says that when you do accept this possibility, when you allow yourself to become flexible, that's when all these unseen doorways or these options that you earlier hadn't even imagined, they open up for you and you are able to go with that flow, go with the change. And this card also says that the life force will flow freely through you. So once you do allow, I'm getting a lot of messages about just going with the flow, and also an element of surrender, that yes, you have a certain plan for yourself, you want your life to go in a certain direction, and that's good. And it's always good to have a goal, to be ambitious, to have these plans. But at the same time, we can't become too rigid with our plans that if there's any changes that happen, we're not able to accept them, or we're not able to go with the flow. So with you, pile number 3, I get a very big message about allowing some flexibility in your life. And for some reason, this orange, it's also reminding me of this element of creativity that you might want to tap into at the moment. So again, to end of your reading, it's okay to have plans, but in some moments it's also okay to surrender those plans for a little while, to go with the flow, to also just step in and try out these new opportunities that the universe itself is placing in your path. So this was your quick reading, a quick reminder or messages that the universe wants you to hear at the moment. And remember, you can always check out these other piles as well if you want. Maybe there's more messages for you here. And make sure to also like this video and subscribe to my channel. I post a lot of much longer, detailed pick a card readings. So if you resonated with these messages, do check out my channel. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this blue stone, then this is going to be your reading. And in today's reading, we're looking at some quick messages, some quick guidance from the universe, from angels, and anything that you're meant to listen, you're meant to hear at the moment. So these are your two cards. If you want, you could pause and take a screenshot and keep this with you, and I'll go in detail with all your messages. So for you, pile number 4, we have the card of generosity and also the moon. So the generosity, it's telling me that for a while you have been in a phase of being on the receiving end of the universe's blessings. So maybe I'm getting two messages here. Some of you in pile number 4, there are things that you were wishing for and you were blessed with those, you did receive those blessings in your life. And maybe for some of you, there are certain things that you're wishing for, but that manifestation hasn't come true yet. And in either of these situations, the main message that I'm getting here, or what the universe wants you to know at the moment, that is that in order to receive, you have to first give. So if there's a blessing that you want to arrive in your life, then how can you use your existing resources or the things that you have right now, things that are working out in your favor, and share those with others. So I'll sort of use this as an example here. So maybe you are in a job at the moment and you're looking for a promotion, or you're looking for a better opportunity, better pay, and sometimes we get stuck in this loop of wanting better, that we aren't able to just pause for a moment and look at the blessings that are present for us right now. So look at all the resources that you have right now, and then think of ways in which you could use these in a better direction. Could you maybe use a small amount of that to help someone else in need? Or maybe if you are a student and you're waiting for an acceptance letter, or you're waiting for to find out or to just connect with your life purpose, you're looking for the right career or anything of that sort. So in that case, how can you give back? Maybe you are very knowledgeable in a particular field, or you have a lot of information about a particular subject or something like that. So are there ways in which you could help others who need that knowledge? So just the overall message here is that in order to receive, you have to give. So what, just finding out these moments of giving back. And because we have the moon card here, I'm also drawn to just, the universe sort of wants you to also reflect on your journey so far. So sometimes when we are like we've set multiple goals for ourselves, we want to move from one thing to the next, and once we accomplish that, we immediately want to move to the next goal, we immediately want the next blessing to come in. And that's obviously a good thing, because we need to have these constant things to strive towards. We need to know where to direct our energies. But at the same time, if we're constantly on the go, if we're just moving from one thing to the next, maybe we've accomplished something, and then without even giving ourselves a moment to acknowledge that victory or celebrate that, we immediately have the next goal in mind, and we don't even feel satisfied, and we move forward. So I'll just use my own example here. This tarot channel right now is very new to me, and within just the past 3 weeks, I've reached 100 subscribers. And that seems like a lot when I had just started off. That 100 subscribers was a goal for me. And now that I've achieved it, in my mind, there's still another step that has already been laid out, that now I need to reach another number. And then once I do reach that, I would still have this goal to reach even beyond that. And right now, if you are in something of a similar of a state, and you also have maybe achieved something, but instead of this instant response to celebrate, if your response too has been to first think of the other goal after this that you've to accomplish. So right now, this moon card, it's coming here to tell you that just pause for a while, reflect on how your journey has been so far. What, and when we are focused so much on the next step ahead or the next goal ahead, and if there's um something maybe that doesn't work out, some energies that's stuck or stagnant, then we feel like a complete failure, and we don't even acknowledge or give ourselves the time to celebrate our past victories or past instances where we have overcome a similar challenge, or maybe a more difficult challenge even. So right now, this moon card and this generosity card, it's reminding you to count your blessings. What is it that you have achieved so far? Are there certain things that you should have congratulated yourselves for, or you is there anything that you should have celebrated? So right now is a moment to look at that, and also look at what have you gained in your journey so far. Is there a way to also give that back to someone else, to someone who needs what you have to offer? And this generosity card, it also tells us that it is in rejoicing in the good fortune of others, even when you have nothing to celebrate yourself. So the message is for both kinds of situations: one where it's your own accomplishment that you are celebrating, and also on the other hand, maybe someone around you has had a big up accomplishment. Can you also enjoy in their victory? And once you are already in that period of joy, of celebration, you might never know your own manifestations could come true. And this card also says that drawing this card invites you to be generous hearted, and it indicates that you are ready to aspire to this noble quality. So the angels really want you to know that once you give yourself freely, openly, lovingly, once you make your own resources available to others, that's when these blessings come back to you multiplied. Like as it says here, the rewards for generosity are great. For all that you give from an open heart is returned to you multiplied. So, with the moon and the generosity card for you, pile number 4, I see this major blessing of so much abundance, so many blessings coming your way. It's just that you need to take a bit of moment to first of all celebrate past victories, and then to also celebrate the victories of those around you, and finally to identify ways in which you can become this generous, open hearted person and to also give back to others in any way that you can. So, thank you so much for joining me for this reading pile number 4. If you like this reading, if the messages resonated, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I post regular, much longer, and detailed pick a card readings on my channel, so stay tuned for more. Bye bye. Hello, and welcome to your reading pile number 5. If you chose this green stone, then this is going to be your reading. And today we're just looking at some quick messages from angels, from the universe, anything that you need to know at the moment. So, pile number 4, these are your 5, sorry, these are your cards. If you want, you can pause for a moment, take a screenshot if you want to. And now I'll go deeper into your reading. So, pile number 5, what I see for you is these messages, like both these cards are aligning so well with each other. We have abundance and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, one major blessing coming your way, one thing that angels and spirit guides want you to know at the moment is everything that you've been wishing for. I see you as a hardworking pile number 5. I see that you have a goal, or there is something that you've been working towards with all your efforts. You've been putting in so much time, energy, and you've been truly working hard towards something. There's a goal that you have in mind that you are focusing so much on, and universe is coming here, your angels, your spirit guides are coming here to remind you that just pay attention on your hard work and display your work. So engage in the hard work, and then just display your results or put your work out there and just leave everything up to the universe. This abundance is going to come your way. So with this abundance card, it says that right now it is the time for your life to flow with prosperity, love, and success. So this hard work in whatever area that might be, whether that's in terms of your studies, academics, your work life, you've been really putting in effort and you want some return out of it. You want to manifest this abundance for yourself. Or maybe even in terms of your relationships, you are right now putting in so much effort to give your partner, to give your person, or just this entire manifestation of a relationship. You're putting in all your efforts. You are becoming your most nurturing and caring self. You are working on even your own healing so that you can become your best version when it comes to a relationship. You can give back to the person, you can have a fulfilling relationship. So in whatever way, first of all, the universe wants to acknowledge your hard work so far, all the efforts that you've put in so far. They're not ignored, they are definitely acknowledged, and your results are coming. Just keep doing what you're doing. And this abundance card, it also tells us that the universe wants you to know that this abundance is meant for you. The universe as a whole is so abundant. It has every wish that you could possibly have. The universe has something to give back to you. So, if on any level you have been in a lack mentality so far, for example, these unconscious thoughts or these irrational beliefs have been bothering you, that if you catch yourself in this negative self talk, you're telling yourself that I don't deserve this abundance, or I don't deserve this wealth, this success, this relationship. If on any level you've been having these kinds of negative thoughts, then the universe wants you to align your thoughts away from this lack mentality and towards a more abundant mindset, and having this full faith and belief that the universe itself is so abundant. And if you just manifest, if you just align your own thoughts in this direction of abundance, then those blessings will all come your way. And this card also reminds us, angel wisdom is reminding you now to believe in yourself and trust that you deserve more. Then you will attract abundance and the true riches of life. So what I'm seeing here, that when we are in this period of working really hard, when we are trying to manifest our desired outcome, sometimes it might feel a bit disheartening because we're putting in so much effort, yet there's no immediate result that we see out of it. So, there, even when you are in that phase of hard work, just is there a way that you could detach yourself from the outcome? and while you're working hard, you pour all your love, your effort, your energy into that. But once that is done, then also reminding yourself that you do deserve the success that you're dreaming of, this abundance, this prosperous and loving life, and these loving energies that you want to invite in your life. So remind yourselves that yes, you are very much deserving of this. And if on any level you've been telling yourself that you're not deserving or you're not good enough, then your angels and spirit guides are here to remind you that that's not true. You deserve all this abundance. And this card here also says that to feel surrounded by love, open your heart to others. So I'm also seeing that maybe if it's love that you're trying to manifest, then in order to receive that abundance, you have to first open up your own heart first. So sometimes when we go through difficult experiences in relationships and that ends badly, we, in a way, obviously we're trying to protect ourselves, so we close ourselves off a little bit. We try to withdraw our energies, and in some ways we might even lose faith that such a positive connection might even enter our lives. So first, to invite that connection in your life, it won't work if you completely shut yourself down, if you don't share your love, if you don't put yourself out there. So how are you going to now open up your heart? That definitely keep protecting yourself, but at the same time, how can you open up your heart? How can you make yourself this this magnetic body that attracts all these blessings that you want to come your way? And finally, this card also says that choose to do what fulfills you most, and the angels will bring you joy, satisfaction, and success. And I'm honestly so surprised that even in the entire reading so far, and especially in these two cards, these messages are aligning so well with each other. Like, first, the card talks about um, choosing to do what fulfills you, and the Eight of Pentacles is always about mastering your craft, pouring in all your effort and energy into something that you love doing, and that's exactly what I see for you. So whenever you see this message, make sure that whatever you're doing at that point in your life, something that fills you with passion, something that you love doing, make sure that you keep continuing that hard work, and put in that effort. And if on any level while you're in that process there's a negative thought that comes in, that maybe I won't be successful or I won't get my desired results, then it's time to stop that negative thought from affecting you. It's time to connect with this abundance in the universe and remind yourself that you definitely deserve this prosperity, love, and abundance. And the card also says that enhance your prosperity by receiving graciously, giving out willingly, and saying thank you for everything. Enjoy all you have, and more will come to you. So, I'm definitely seeing that you already have so many blessings that you have manifested for yourself. So, just remind yourself of these past instances where what you have wanted has come your way, and be thankful for that, and just keep doing this beautiful work that you're doing, um this loving energy that you have towards what you're doing. Just continue doing that, and remind yourself that this universe has so much abundance to offer to you. And if you want, you could also maybe go back and look at any of these messages. There might be multiple messages for you here. And if you resonated with this reading, with these messages, make sure to like the video and to subscribe to my channel. I post regular, much more detailed picker card readings, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye bye.